In this video, we are going to discuss about what are the factors or what are the indications on your palm which can help you to travel long distance or settle abroad or migrate into foreign lands. This is a very important topic in palmistry because a lot of people have their career consultations and really want to know whether is it good for them, is it good for you to really migrate into different place or be where you are right now. Okay, so let's start this video. Watch this video till the end because I'm going to show some of the live practical examples about what are the things you have to really see in your palm, whether you will travel or no. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you my palm thing and we'll discuss about what were the things which are really important for foreign migrations. So let's start this video. Before that, very important rule is whenever you're looking at a palm or a palmistry, try to look it in daytime, or at least you should have adequate sunlight so that all the lines, color, everything you can see it very nicely. Okay, because if it's dark, you might not be able to see it very nicely and you might not be able to get into the detailed. And rule number 2 is, in case if you don't have adequate sunlight, at least have a glass, magnifying glass, which you can really get into the nitty and gritty of your palm and you can really see a lot of things. And do like this video in case if you have not liked it yet. Okay, welcome back. My name is Gautam. I am the host for this channel, Astro Science, and in case if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe now. Click the bell icon so that you can get daily videos on such interesting topics. So, foreign migration and abroad settlement in your palm. What are the things which you will first check in your palm whether you're going to travel or no? Let's take this in a live example on my screen. As you can see, these are the top 5 indications which we are going to discuss for the day, which can really help you to migrate in foreign lands. The first rule or the first indication is the lifeline split. Now, what is lifeline split? Lifeline is, this is your lifeline which goes near to your thumb, and if there is a split, which is, if you can see, there's a line which goes all the way, it splits and goes away from your lifeline. When the lifeline splits, or if it goes away from your lifeline, they say that your place of birth and your place of karma is going to be two different places. You might be born in New Delhi, but you might work in Los Angeles. Okay, so that's the very important topic. Lifeline split, you have to really understand. If you have this kind of a sign right in this area of your active hand, okay, so if you write with your right hand, if you do all the activities with your right hand, then check your right hand, and if you're a lefty person, then check your left palm, left hand. Okay, so this lifeline split is very important for foreign settlement, abroad migration, and certainly this will help you to kind of really settle into a different country where with unknown people and unknown places. The second sign is the mount of Jupiter. This is the mount of Jupiter right below the index finger, and if you see this mount of Jupiter, if this mount is really bulged up, or if this is really raised up, if this is really heavy, this part is really heavy than all these parts, then certainly there is a very high chances of you settling abroad. And lucky signs on this mount of Jupiter, you have to really see if you have one line, just one line going like this on the mount of Jupiter, that is very auspicious. Secondly, if you have a triangle, that is also very beautiful. Thirdly, if you have a trident like this is very rare, then this might indicate that you might move or migrate in your childhood itself. So these are the 3 signs on the mount of Jupiter, which is very important. You have to check the mount of Jupiter. The third is the mount of Mercury. Now, The mount of Mercury is right over here below the small pinky finger. And on this mount of Mercury, if you notice multiple lines, multiple standing lines like this, then that indicates traveling in your palm. And whenever you start getting these lines in whichever year, that will indicate that you will travel a lot, both short distance and long distance travels, because Mercury is the significator of short distance travels in astrology and palmistry, and mount of Jupiter is the significator of long distance travel. So if you have both long and short distance travels, they are very lucky signs and very auspicious. So you have to see how many lines you have. Comment below and let me know if you have more than one line, because that is really very good. Usually people have 3 or more than 3 lines. Some lines can be short, small, some lines can be big. That is absolutely okay. But what is important is you need to have lines below this small last pinky finger. Okay. Now the next is the mount of moon, which is right in this area of your palm. And in this area of the palm, if you can see line, like in this practical example, you can see this line over here. That is a very strong indication of foreign settlement. Okay, so if you have lines over here, 1 or 2 or 3 lines, that is very strong indication of your foreign settlement. Very high chances that your career will be settled in foreign lands. And because this is the career line, and if this career line goes over here on the mount of moon, then you might get a very successful and very good job in foreign lands. Specifically in this mount, if you have lines right over here, this indicates countries which is more of USA, Canada. And if you have lines over here, this indicates countries which are on the southern hemisphere. This is the northern hemisphere lines, which is USA or Canada. And these lines over here are more of southern, which is Australia, New Zealand, or you can say South America for that matter. So mount of moon was also very important to see whether you have lines right over here on this mount of moon. The last factor is the Mercury Finger Gap. So this is the Mercury finger, as we have already discussed. And if there is a gap between this finger and this finger, so this is Mercury finger and this is the Apollo or Sun finger, and if you see a gap over here, something like this, in this you can see a slight gap between both these fingers, natural gap. When you just show a gap, when you just show your palm, and if there is a natural gap comes in over there, this is also a very good sign of traveling and foreign migration, because this gap says that you are going to really separate from your place of birth. Okay, so these were the top 5 indications in your palm. Now the Mercury finger gap is really very important. So if you see my hand, if you see my palm, someone asks me to just show the palm, or maybe the reverse of the palm is also okay. And if you can see, if you can just pull out your pinky finger, and if there is a gap of at least 2 fingers over here, something like this, you can try it at your end also. If you have a gap like this, this is fantastic indicator of foreign travels and long distance travels also. So do comment below again and let me know if you have a solid gap between the small finger, the pinky finger, and the ring finger. Okay, if the gap is more the gap, higher the chances of you traveling abroad and traveling overseas. And you might have connections with people, with your work, with your relations and your clients in long distance and foreign travels, in foreign places. Okay, so these were all the 5 beautiful indications on your palm, with which you can really check whether you're really going to settle abroad or no. I really hope you love this video. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe it now and share this video with your friends and family who are really want to settle abroad. With this note, let's park our discussions for this video over here. I'll see you next time with another new video and interesting topics on astrology. Thank you.